Good afternoon, sir. It's my pleasure having you, sir. We so much appreciate your business, and we decided to visit your farm to see what you are doing here so that the youth out there can also venture into fish farming. I don't know if you'll be taking us on a tour to see how this is being done. What do you call this, sir?
This fish farm.
Sir?
It's called fish farm.
Fish farm, okay. What's the general name for this kind of setting, sir?
This is concrete tank.
Concrete tank. Okay. So what are the stages? What if one wants to venture into this business?
There are so many stages, but it depends on the program that you want to run. Some people prefer to be hashing,
Okay.
selling the fingerling to the night. So those people need to start from getting the parents. This for the male and female.
Okay.
There are some people that they just want to raise it to the baby side. Don't want to go through that process. So they can be buying fingerling to the night.
Okay.
Raising them for some months before they are ready to sell it to the market.
Okay. Can we see the stages of this fishing in their columns?
Yeah, so right now we have some small fish. They are fried. So these are the stages they have now. They are not up to the fingerling stage at all.
Okay. What do they call this, sir?
Fried.
Okay, fries.
Yeah.
Okay. How many weeks or months are these ones? Wow.
I think
Okay. After these stages, what next stage do we have after this stage? What stage did they advance to?
they are going to fingerling stages.
Fingerling stages.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the ones that people really recognize. So those people that cannot go through the process of hatching, so they go around to get fingerlings and they're nursing them to any stages or any sizes of their first.
Okay.
Selling them.
Do we see the next stage after this growth?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
This stage is now we have more than fingerlings for let's categorize them as fingerlings. So we can call this thing as fingerlings after moving from fries. So we get to these stages. And the stages of fingerlings is in between 5 weeks to 6 weeks.
Okay.
5 weeks to 6 weeks. Are already getting into the fingerling stages. So those are the stages.
How many pot space do you have in this farm? 26.
No, all the tanks
Yes.
we have is 20 tanks.
20 tanks. Okay. I noticed that you have these pipes in here and they are pipe connected to themselves. So how did they work?
Those pipes we are using it to run the water.
Okay.
Because the main livelihood of the fish is water. Because that's their habitat, that's why they survive. So
Okay.
we need to run the water for them. This first pipe here, we call it inlet, which is where the water coming in into the pond for the fish.
So if it's open now, what will come out?
The water will
Okay. Can we check?
right now we are not running the pond. So
Okay.
but you just see yourself.
Oh yes, yes, I can see. I can see. I can see the fish gathering together when you're on the water.
Yeah. Sometimes they always respond to anything that they see, whether it's food or something.
Oh, okay. So like in this tank now, how many dozens of fish do you have here, or the numbers that can fit into this tank, this very tank?
With the size that they have now, you can still keep like 4,000 to 5,000 as a fingerlings because of the size of the tank. Very big.
Wow.
You can stay there. But after some time, you need to start spreading them because they will be needing space as they are growing. In order for them not to be too stressful and started having infection or anything. But right now, you can put 3, 4, 5,000, depending on the capacity.
So we learned that venturing into this business, one can just create a tank from any point and start putting these fish into it. What are the things or the chemicals one needs to first of all apply into this tank before you can venture into putting fingerlings or fish inside it?
Most of the time, there's no need of a chemical. The most important thing is to make sure that the source of the water is good.
Okay.
Which is when you get the water, there's a lab, you go and test the water because there's a stages of that water. We have acidity level and alkaline level. So the acidity level is those levels that's really bad for the fish. The oxygen and everything is always low there. They cannot survive, and the water will be too hardening for them to swim around. But when you're on the alkaline level, so that means the water is good enough for the fish to survive. So those are the things. So if you are now in this place where the acidity level is really, really bad, or the oxygen level of the water is not good, so you now go for some chemical in order to regulate it, make it a very place for the fish to survive. So there are so many things that people use. Some buy water treatment, some buy soda ash, some buy limestone, just to make sure that everything is fine. So there are so many things that you can buy.
So thank you so much, sir. If you are encouraging one to go into this business, what are the first concerns or priority one needs to put in place before venturing into the fish tank farming?
Well, the most important thing is to get the pond ready. So you get the land and decide which one you want to do. So if we are for a long time business and doing this fish, so our advice go for concrete.
Concrete,
Why?
okay.
Yes, concrete tank. Why? Because it's for a longevity, and the maintenance of that one is very minimal compared to others like tarpaulin or block or the rubber tank. So you can do the concrete if you have the capacity to do so. But if you don't, you can still go for some other. They are still good too. But it's just that those one, when it's getting trying, so the cost of maintaining it sometimes might be a bit stressful or challenging.
So how frequent do you have to change the water, sir?
It depends on the area that you are. So if you are in a place where there's no much residents around there, so you can schedule in order to reduce your cost. You can schedule maybe 2 days. But like we are now, there are so many people around there. So we are changing the water every blessed day.
Oh, every blessed day.
Every blessed day.
Why do you have to change water every blessed day?
In order not to pollute the environment.
Okay.
Yeah, so that the water will be clean. And even it's even healthy for the fish. But when they are living in the clean water time to time, so you won't have any problem. You'll be free from infection or any fungal or bacteria attack. It's good to be changing the water every day, especially living where people are.
Okay. Can we see the other stages of the fish? The ones that are much more bigger?
This is the media that we have right now.
So in terms of production, how much fish do you produce periodic, like in a month or weeks, or that are ready for sales or for consumption?
Sometimes when we produce the fish, sometimes we see more fish that you can see like maybe in single production, we see like 15, 20 or 30,000 pieces.
Wow.
That will raise for about 6 to 7 months before they're ready to come out.
So what are the chances and the risks that might be involved when nursing this fish that can lead to accidental death or poor growth?
So the most important thing, as I said before, is water and food. So when you make sure that you take note of all those things, your water is clean and is good, and you have a very good food that you are giving them. The feed, make sure that the food is okay. You don't have any issue. Then changing their water every day, because the problem will start when you don't change their water, and you may not know. By the time the problem comes, it started dying, it started seeing mortality, and that be a big problem. It's going to affect the outcome of the fish.
So what's this stage called?
This is good stuff. These are the ones we are using to produce.
Oh, these are the one for production. What do they scale their weight?
Some of them they up to like 2 kg and above. There's 3 kg here. There's right. So some we prefer to use bigger fish, like a 4 or 5 kg. You can even see like 6 or 7. It depends on what you prefer to use.
So are they just one gender fish or?
It contains male and female.
Okay.
And for those people that want to go into hatching process, so there's something called inbreeding and crossbreeding. The most productive one is crossbreeding, in which that you get the male from another source, while you get female from another source. Because using the same source of species together to do the breeding, that's inbreeding. And mostly time, those ones are really bringing problem. They can bring problem at any time, and they may not give you the good result. But when you are using crossbreeding, you'll be sure that once you do your process very well, everything will be fine.
Okay. So at what stage do one take them for sales in the market? Is it at this stage, or there's another stage that they are ready to eat or ready for consumption?
The normal stage, we call it table size.
Table size.
From the size of 800, 900 or 1 kg, 800 grams, 900 or 1 kg. So it depends on what the market is looking for. For some people in their market, they prefer big fish like a 1.5, 2 kg, 2.5, or in some markets, they only look for 800 or 1 kg. So the most one that are really common in the market is 1 kg size. So when you are the one producing them, from the production stage till that stage, it normally takes like 6-7 months before you get to that stage. You're ready to sell in the market.
Okay, thank you, sir. We noticed that it's not all of the tank that is fully occupied. Some of them are empty. Are they meant for other purposes?
I know sometimes we keep them. There's fish there, maybe we already taking all this.
Okay.
2 weeks ago now, we just use them. The actual one.
Okay.
Use a plastic tank.
But they are not mother.
So they are not fish now. So we
Okay.
just use one house. And
So what is the design of this hatchery room? What method of design do you apply here?
There's no particular method, so it's just that the way that you want it to be. So there's plastic one, there's a glass one, and there's one that some people use, what is it called? Bathtub.
Okay.
Some people can use bathtub before you buy some other plastic tank. So just the method, the 2 methods that is mostly used to run the flow through or recyclability system. So the recyclability system require 24/7 power supply to run the water.
So what is the max fish that you can put into this hatchery
There's
tank?
no limit to it. You can put as many as you can come out. Because at that stage it was very tiny. So they can take as many as you can put there.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I noticed that you have a lot of plantation in your farm here. What are the plantation used for?
The leaves, we are using it sometimes when we just paint the tank or we do some chemical work on it. So we fill it with water and pour this plantain in order to neutralize any harmful chemical that can be danger to the fish.
Okay.
So That's the reason why they have it there. And when you go to many farms, you notice that most of them they used to have plantain very close to them. So
Okay.
in case of when they are doing some maintenance work on their tank, and they use it to neutralize the chemical or harmful chemical and
Okay.
danger disease.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. We've indeed learned a lot from your experience taking us around this beautiful fish farming system you have here. So I want to ask, as a take home, what is your advice for Nigerians and for the youth that are looking into venture into fish farming?
Yeah. My advice for the Nigerian youth is that go into fish farming is very good. In fact, it's very good because nowadays, when you look at the situation of the country, no job is really secure for anybody. So you just have to find way of making sure that you find something to do to survive. So fish farming is very good and it make you a self-employed. Yes, you are now self-employed. You are the boss of your own, in which you too can now grow and be somebody that will employ people and enjoy your
So what are the chances to venture into fish farming? What is the capital needed? At least minimal capital needed if you want to start an elementary fish farming.
But at least sometimes it doesn't need to get huge money before you start. So you can just start from okay, maybe you get a space where you can set up your tank. So if you get as little as 500,000, 800,000, so that you get your fish, you get the quantity that you can feed for that time as a start. So as you are growing in the business, you started understanding how it thing go, then you grow with it and start improving and expanding on it. So that's just it.
So are you now saying that anyone can venture into fish farming?
Yes, anybody can do it. Be a male or female, be the adult, be married, be single, even somebody that already have a business that is doing going on, doing fish farming too. It's good. You
So the
can have
business is very profitable?
Yeah, very profitable. Very, very profitable.
Okay, so looking at the way things are, do you recommend that fish farming is just a business that you would just stumble in without any advantages, without any disadvantages?
No. There's no any business does not have advantage and disadvantage. So the advantage part of it is, I've already said it. You are the owner of your own business. You are self-employed, and you control everything. You supersede everything. But the disadvantage that I will say is not a disadvantage. Let's say it challenges. So the challenges is just that the market sometimes. So the feed that you are using, so the price of the feed sometimes goes up and down, and it affects the total output at the end of the day. And the price you are going to sell it in the market too to be a challenge because in Nigeria there is no any regulatory price regulatory in Nigeria. So whichever price that you want to sell it, to do it, and might affect some people based on the cost that they incur in raising those fish. So sometimes those challenges can come. Then apart from that, maybe the sickness or something, but that one will happen when you do not do what you're supposed to do, like changing the water and making sure that their feed is good. So once they eat all this, the feed is good and they have a very good and clean water, and you are staying in the very non-polluted environment, so the fish will do very well. So all those challenges you can still weigh around it, but the advantage is more higher than the challenges.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So what you mean now is that if one should get a concrete tank like this in any location here, can you just start putting fish inside it?
No, when you get the concrete tank, so there are some things you need to do because sometimes using all those concrete, the chemical in it could be a danger to the fish. So you can do some disinfectant or getting some chemical to just neutralize the chemical that is in order not to affect the fish. So you can do all
What
that.
chemicals are?
There are so many chemicals. You can buy lime, soda ash, or water treatment. You pour it there. So
In the tank first?
the tank with the water. You fill it with some water. Then you pour all those chemicals, then you leave it for some days. So then you drain it away. After that, you rinse it out. The tank will be ready to be used. Or sometimes you could get a plantain tree, this leaf from the plantain tree, so you can put it there and neutralize the chemical.
Like how many days will you leave it inside?
If you are using the plantain tree, it could be like 5 or 7 days. You leave it there. But if it's all those chemicals, those one will not be even past 1 or 2 days. Because the chemical will act very fast and make your work very easier.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, what is your advice for the youth, Nigerian youth that are out there looking for a job, are searching for a job? What is your advice for them as a take home?
My advice is, if you look at the situation of the country, so there is not any secure jobs. So if possible that you see, then no problem. But you to look for a way to make sure that you do something. So learning about the fish farming business or venture into this, like those one now that are just youth corporate that just finished. So most of the alawi, maybe you save some of it and you are able to raise some loan either from the government or from microfinance, and you can make use of it to go into fish farming business. And if you are going through the right process, everything will be fine. At least you put yourself as someone that's going into that business rather than sitting around looking for job and you're not even sure.
Thank you so much for your time. We're really grateful for the much time you're able to give to us. We're very grateful. Hoping to see you some other day, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well.